Okay, cool. I'm unmuted. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Chortle Games Live. My name is Steven, and it's just me tonight. Playing some Returnal, because that is my current solo game on the channel. And we're going to see where that goes. If you hear a loud panting, I just got back inside from playing with the dogs, and they are worn out. Flynn is currently panting very heavily on the floor about 3 feet away from me, so that's what that noise is. Let me post to Discord real quick, and then we can get started. Hey, Aaron. I wasn't sure how long I was going to stream tonight. Oh, goodness, sorry. So, I figured I'd just do a solo one. But I think Monday night's going to be a good time for us to do Generation Zero if you want to mark your calendar for that. I think. Because I think Anna's got something that she's doing around that time. And, that, can I even say, Anna's got something, yeah, that she'll be doing around that time. So I'll have nothing to do, so we can actually stream. Were you at work, Aaron, or what? Hey, Austin. Overgrown ruins. This is interesting for a first room. I don't feel like I've... Crap. I have to rebind my controls again every single time. How was work, Aaron? Preset. Set interact to X. Consumable to triangle. Jump to L1 and dash to R1. I believe that's correct. This game is very buggy. Like, the visuals and everything, like the actual gameplay, it's all very polished feeling as far as I can tell, but there are enough just random hiccups that'll happen that actually really break the experience. I haven't played this in a few days because I've actually been getting really into Guild Wars 2 again on the PC. Okay, that's good, Aaron. Not a problem. Happy to ask. What do we have here? Aaron, I think I finally figured out what I'm doing with my Ranger character on Guild Wars. After all of my time spent trying to figure all that out. So that's good. Glad you like it, Aaron. It's one of those games that I have returned to so many times since initially playing it. I played it a ton in college. That was my jam. Wow. Basically a worthless gun. Awesome. Basically, the concept I'm going for with my Ranger is twofold, where he is very supportive, so minor heals as well as a lot of offensive boons, so making the team deal more damage just for him being there. But I also wanted there to be a very heavy focus on his pet so that it kind of felt like he was in two places at once. So kind of that playing two parts of the battlefield at the same time while also making everyone on the battlefield better. A very busy kind of character. but I realized that I finally figured out that the trait line I needed was skirmishing, or the specialization. So I am using that in great swords. So great sword and axe warhorn. It seems to work pretty well. It's kind of weird being a ranger and not using a bow, but here I am. I think that is not let me use it. I almost used a consumable by accident. Oh, shoot! Dang it. It's doing so good. Well, one of the beautiful things about Guild Wars, Aaron, is that you can do that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You could make a bow-focused warrior if you wanted to. That's not worth it. Nuts how, Austin? Just a lot of craziness on screen. A lot of destruction, all that stuff. Where did Flynn go? There he is. He's just laying down, cooling off on the wood floor. Is that the same? The funny thing about this game is that these runs take so long that this is probably the only run that I'm going to do for this entire stream. Gosh, terrible gun. Just an awful, awful gun. That's the thing I always loved about Battlefield, Austin, is that no game of its genre, no other FPS emulated a Battlefield like Battlefield. Like, even when you're just running, playing the objectives with all the explosions going off and everything, you just feel like there is war happening around you. Yeah, check and make sure. Alright, so I need to collect one parasite. I hate that I have to hold this gun. Okay. I already went up here, right? Yes, I did. Shoot. I could see myself liking this gun if I had like a high level version of it. That's nice. Oh shoot. Really? They follow me? Can we switch it to Monday, Aaron? And I don't think I have anything going on after the stream, so we could play then. I really don't want to go behind this door yet. I'll come back to that. I will come back to this door. I'm pretty sure I could still do Tuesday, but Monday just might work better. Okay, cool. Awesome. Remind me on Monday, Aaron. Because my brain tends to reset as far as things I have scheduled after Sunday ends. Because Sunday is such a busy day. Sunday is basically my Monday. Probably said that so many times. The boys away. I'm not talking about Flare. No, I will not use the rocket launcher or grenade launcher, whatever that is. Never again. I've been burned one too many times. By that I mean once. That's more than enough. Ooh. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Excuse me. Okay, wasn't really worth it. I need to open up 2 containers. I think we stream it on Monday, Aaron, if you're cool with it. I think we play it whenever, like tonight maybe. Depending on what Anna's got planned. She's out with her family right now. So I don't know if we have plans tonight or what. Come on, Parasite. Give me Parasite. I'm going to be pissed if this gives me a malfunction. Excuse me for burping. I feel like we, but we need still a lot to learn about it. LOL, so stream will be great. We both have so much to learn about it, Aaron. Because I've played it a couple times, just by like, because I didn't want to be caught in that situation to where a lot of the stream was, whenever we decided to stream it, was me trying to figure out how to play the game again. So I hopped in a little bit and just kind of walked around. But I mean, your guess is as good as mine with that game. I don't know what I'm doing, so that'll make it probably way more entertaining. I'm excited to see what the base building stuff is all about. That's gonna be really cool. Okay. Ooh, look at that jump. Ooh. Oh no, no, Aaron, not at all. I've barely played the game. Like the only substance, kind of like gameplay that I've played that has any kind of substance is what I've played with you. Granted, games like that I've played my fair share of, so some things do. I have a general understanding of some things. But whoa! Where'd all my health go? Did I get hit? Just reload. Really? God, this was my worst run I've ever done. Okay, we're trying that again. I suck at this game. Okay. How much ether do I even have? 15? Okay, let's interact with this thing. Let's see what we get. Of course, it's a consumable. I wanted an artifact. What? I'm starting at the house? Wow. Crazy. I'm just going to be doing voice, Aaron. I don't really do face cam. I do sometimes, but voice will probably just be easier. Okay, I haven't unlocked a new house scene. I feel like I've been underestimating the melee attack. Fabricate an item. Okay. too hard. Hopefully. Okay. Wait. Thought for a second this was the way forward. Hey, I got the spaceship. I forget what exactly that does. I got you, Aaron. Oh, I can't get that. Worth a shot. There may be random moments in this stream, like now, where I just don't talk very much. It's just because I'm attempting to be focused. But I have the chat up in front of my face, so if you want to get my attention, it shouldn't be hard. Probably 7. 7 o'clock, Aaron. That's cool with you. So far, so good. Is that... Oh. I should know better. Oh gosh. Crap. Thought I was gonna jump a little further than that. One thing that I really just don't like about this game, oh my god, and this may sound dumb, I don't know, but it puts way too much emphasis on being perfect, as in not getting hit, because overload is just way too valuable, and so it's just hard incentivizing towards high-risk maneuvers. And also, if you're up against the wall, not literally, but like, you know, if you're struggling, how are you supposed to bounce back when your solution to getting more powerful is killing things when what's probably killing you is a single thing. It just seems like a weird choice. Like, there should have been some other means of charging overload. Screw that. Excellent. Sweet. Okay. Or overload's not what I was referring to. Adrenaline is what I was thinking of. Not overload. Overload's the reload. Overload's fine, even though it's frustrating not being able to activate the overload, like the perfect reload animation, manually, or at least you can't, to my knowledge, as far as I know. The only way that you can prompt to do the active reload is by repeatedly firing your gun, during which you are bound to hold the button down too long, and then you just you screw it up. Like that system doesn't really work. It's funny because this game, it is difficult. It is a very difficult game. But most of its bigger difficulty, its more difficult things tend to be just it saying like, hey, look over here. Like, its difficulty is its distractions. And its expectation that you need to be able to see everywhere at once. Not through, like, creative enemy design or anything like that. The enemy design is creative from a visual standpoint, but from a mechanical standpoint, I don't know. I will say this. The enemies are all annoying as hell. Goodness. Oof. This is not my night, guys. Jake tries to have his on a decent amount. I just don't, because my setup doesn't lend itself to that. Because behind me is our dining room. It's not ideal. In fact, my audio even is not ideal because of the room I'm in. So that's the only reason I'm And I hate the sight of my own face, but that's a whole different that's a whole different thing. Not worth saving this run. Really? See, this is the kind of crap I'm talking about. I shot at that enemy, and it just does a magical little shift downwards to where it just dodges my projectiles while holding its little charge to hit me with its sniper bullet. This game's making me mad tonight because I'm getting more and more annoyed with this game's design as a rogue because it's not very engaging in terms of the repeat. The world itself is really interesting. The design is very interesting, but repeated playthroughs, once you've seen the same stuff enough times, that wears off. But the problem is there's not enough variety in weapons or stuff that you get to augment your playthrough early on to make it engaging. So it's just frustrating early on because you're just throwing yourself against the wall hoping that you get lucky. And don't even at me with the, let's call it a roguelite, Steven. No, not all of them do that. Hades, for example, regularly gives you upgrades while upping the ante. So it is a lot about luck, but at least you aren't literally getting nothing. And that's what this game does. It gives you nothing for such a long stretch of time that you have runs that are just frustrating. And that's been me tonight. And don't get me wrong, I like this game. But if anyone says that it's like the standard of how to do a roguelike, or I guess roguelite, because this game is definitely more roguelike, I hate the fact that there's a distinction there because it's really annoying having to catch myself. But anyone who says that it's like the standard of how to design those is wrong. Because a part of those games is creating an engaging, methodical experience from beginning to end. So that every decision matters. So when I am opening up a chest, this happened twice to me tonight. When I'm opening up a chest that has a chance to give me a malfunction, and both times it gives me that malfunction, but the thing I get from it is a gun that is barely better than the gun. See, I'm gonna do it right here. I'm probably gonna get a gun. Yeah, look at that. That's exactly the kind of crap I'm talking about. A gun that was one rank higher than my current gun, and it's an awful gun. That's just bad design. And I can't help but feel like this game suffers from a lot of what is put in your path as difficulty or as obstacles or whatever. A lot of it comes off in such a way to where the developer's just trying to slow you down, you know? Because if you have to play it more frequently, you know, if you fail to get past the game so many times, you have to play it a lot. That's more hours you sink into the game, and there's the illusion of content. Where you can say, wow, I put like 30 hours into Returnal. But you may have only gotten to like the second or third biome. Because the game has spent so much time pulling the rug out from under you and just pulling these dick moves. Speaking of dick moves. And see, I have no equipment, no consumables, no nothing, and it's already thrown a boss at me. That's just bad design. No, I'm not saying that this is a bad game. Before any of you, whoever you are, that can't handle criticism of a thing you like, before you get after me. That's not what I'm saying. But this game is flawed. It's very flawed. I agree with that. Over on Twitch. Kuden? Yeah, totally understand though. Game's great, just wants you to play it all day. Yes. It just gives you these obstacles, like the whole RNG thing, having to find a good gun and having to constantly upgrade to the next level of gun I'm going to lose again because this game will not give me anything to work with. I just got a gun. But does that make sense though? Like with Hades, for example, and Hades is the standard of how to do a rogue title. Punishes failure like I've never seen before. Yes, Onkuden. Am I pronouncing that right? Probably not. Please don't laugh at me. It does. It punishes failure, but also it makes you fail by saying like, oh yeah, did I forget to tell you that this is a rule? It does that to where it's just like, hey, you're going to die here, so you learn this for next time, but it does that so much. I forgot that I had that. Oh my god. Hey, Brody. I mean, I enjoy it, but as I was saying before, with Hades as an example, Hades presents you with constant upgrades, where you are always moving forward. Every single room, you know you're getting something for it, and the choice comes in figuring out which god do you want the augments of. And knowing, like, well, I could make the decision to get an Aphrodite boom here, and maybe I'll get Ares later on so that I could do the synergy between the two of those, but you don't know for sure. So you're forced to make it work, but you're never, up the creek without a paddle because of a decision you made. You just have to adapt. And that's a much more, compelling gameplay loop. This game is just cross your fingers and hope you don't get screwed every time. And any one decision basically can screw you. And that's frustrating. Like, some people like that, but for me, if it's a game that I have to play on repeat over and over again, I want to know that the knowledge that I'm bringing back with me actually matters. But in this game, I feel like it doesn't, because it's still so RNG driven. Yeah, Onkuden, don't feel bad for spamming or anything. I love having people talk in the chat. You are welcome to message as much as you want, within reason, but you are well within reason. Hey, Vortex. Hades, when you die or mess up, you want to jump back because you truly feel like it's your fault. Yes. I don't know. This game feels like it didn't steer into the character augmentations enough to be as much of a rogue as it is. Because there needs to be more reward for all the stuff you're doing. Because there are so many rooms where you just go in and you're just like... I mean, you could go for like 4 or 5 rooms without finding a single weapon or artifact or anything. You would just find more currency. And that's not okay.
It just makes it to where, like tonight, I've spent so much time in this first biome because I keep getting screwed to where I'm not finding any good artifacts at all. The rooms are way harder than they should be, and I'm still stuck with the starter pistol because I've yet to see another gun. And that's frustrating because there's no promise of reward, or like, oh, if I go into this room, I know what I'm getting, or I know that I'll at least get a weapon, or I'll get an artifact. There's none of that, so I can't be strategic. I basically have to say, well, here's a room. Maybe there's something in there I need. Maybe it's a horde that I'm not prepared to fight that will kill me. There's no way of knowing, but I have to do it because if I don't, I have nothing, and I'm just going to face that problem later. So really, you don't... Oh my god. That freaking thing. Really, this game doesn't say, like, oh, you need to be strategic about your choices, about what rooms you take on. It's just saying, like, hey, you have to take on this room. Good luck. Hope it doesn't kill you. Whereas with Hades, you could see when a boss room was an option, and it may have, like, 2 boons from gods that you are spec'd to, but you could be at low health, and you could be like, if I go in that room, I'm probably going to die. But if I do manage to pull it off, that's going to really help my build. In this game, there's none of that. It's just, well, this door isn't the path. Let's hope it doesn't kill me. They needed something like that, Onkuden. But this game is more of a roguelike than a roguelite. I think, by their design. I think that's what they're going for. So they wanted to make it to where you don't carry anything over other than, like, key equipment between runs. Which is fine. That works in games. But the issue with this one is that this one has a campaign that doesn't really vary. You know, like, I feel like this game doesn't vary as much in its procedural generation of the maps as much as other rogues do. Or at least I feel like I'm seeing the same rooms a ton. So when I don't have the ability to say, like, I changed up, like, I brought this weapon instead of that weapon, like, making those changes before the mission even starts, before you start your run, since you can't do any of that, you're just caught in the situation that I'm in, which is, well, maybe third time's the charm. And how far into this run am I? And it gives me a gun, and it's a rank 0 gun. And I even already mentioned the whole incentive to not screw up. Like, you have to be perfect if you want to be powerful in this game. Which, again, just feels like one of those things of the developers not wasting your time, but distracting you. To where you focus more on keeping your overload up so you don't take... I keep talking about it sometimes. Not overload. It's not overload. It's adrenaline. The fact that you have to not get hit at all unless if you have a shield or something to keep your adrenaline up is just a little ridiculous, and the only way to get it is to get kills. It's too much because it's such an important thing. And if hell no, it's kind of, you know, this is going to be a duh statement, but people who aren't getting hit don't need help. You know, so why make it to where the only way to have guaranteed increased damage is to not need it? God, that sucks. Oh man. Yeah, pretty much. I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels this way. Wait, what do I have? Oh, that's nice. But my interest in this game, and by that I mean my investment of like motivating myself to beat this game, is dwindling with every single loss, because I feel I'm drained. You know, I have a really good run, and then because the game plays the well, actually, I lose in one room a bunch of stuff that, like, I'm having like a flawless run, and the game's just like, well, here's how you screwed up, even though you had no way of knowing that you screwed up. So I lose 5 heals, 2 death defies, and 3/4 of my health, so I have no chance. There's a what? And the melee is stupid because it doesn't work half the time. And by work, I mean sometimes it'll like go towards the enemy, and sometimes it just doesn't. I don't know how the aiming for it works. I know you do, Vortex. What's a gate chest, Brody? Oh. Yeah, this game did not tell me that at any point ever. Does this count as pick? Yeah, that's resin, so. It's true, Vortex. It's just like that. Hey, Jared. Awesome. This is great. This is exactly what I needed. This game is being a dick to me tonight. Second time in a row I've gotten that artifact, and it's been the only artifact that I found. I'll go back to this gate that you were talking about. Is this the chest? Yeah, I know, Brody. I just don't have it. course. Why wouldn't you give me the worst gun in the game? Sorry, third worst gun in the game. He's over on Twitch, Vortex. Yeah, the rocket launcher is terrible, and I refuse to ever pick it up. Because it absolutely screwed me one time. Hey, remember when I said this game wastes your time a lot? Or, I guess, slows you down so it can feel like you played more? This is one of those times. The rocket launcher did not home for me. It never locked on a single rocket. That's why I lost 2 death defies, 5 heals, half my health, and then died in the next room. Because of those stupid freaking drones on Biome 3. And my rocket launcher would not home at all. Could have been worse, right? I thought I just found a key. Shows you how well I'm paying attention. Alright, later, Brony. Thank God. Something not worthless. What? My dash didn't work because stupid freaking malfunction that I have. That I'm one ooblet away from, of course. Screw it. I'm wasting my time anyway. Nah, Vortex, I'm gonna tough it out. You're right, it's not Hades. You've never played Battlefield before, Vortex? That's kind of surprising. That's so dumb. Oh hey, it's me. Okay. Am I ready to experience that room over there? Probably not. Let's go down here. Let's fall in a hole. Oh good, weapon room. Can't wait to get my level 4 gun. Okay. Okay, I was giving this game too much credit. Without consent, Vortex. Hashtag tentacles are over party. But you can use them to your advantage. Japan Simulator, goodness. that one. What is leeching nanoswarm? Oh well. Let's get wrecked. Cute. Oh, really? Really? I hate the enemies in this game. Oh, I don't want to stupid gun. Whew. Thank you. Not too shabby. Oh, nice. No. Okay. Okay. That'll come in handy later. It's nice to finally have some momentum on this game tonight. Can't wait to lose it. Whatever, sure, why not? I'm gonna move on. Was that the correct way? That wasn't the correct way, was it? Sure wasn't. Oh, idiot. Where am I go- Screw that up. Sometimes that can work, Vortex, as a mechanic. Like Hades. Remember Hades? That one works. This game's roguelike mechanic, though, just... I don't like it. And I'm not saying that it doesn't fit the game, but this game just fails on some very critical things that make rogue titles work. I'm just not as invested in this as I would be just a multitude of other games of the same genre. And it's because the runs are exhausting. Nope. Fool me once, game. Never again. I did not realize I did not have to light this guy. I gotta switch. See, what is with the melee? It sucks. It just doesn't do what I need it to do whenever I need it to do it. You're absolutely right, Vortex. Please give me a consumable. Oh. Thank you, game. I hate the suffer damage when collecting items thing. It sucks. And it's way too common. Thankfully, resin doesn't count as an item, I guess. I don't think I can break those shields yet. Oh, God. It was these freaking things. This is the worst enemy in the game. And I'm sure I'm going to eat those words later on. Just... Are you kidding me? Oh my God. That is why they're the worst enemy in the game. I think I'm gonna uninstall it. I just don't want to play it anymore. Because I'm sick of doing the same thing over and over again with nothing to show for it. Gosh. It's not a bad game. It is not a bad game. But it's not a fun experience. It's hard to invest in when you know that you get nothing in return. And that's Returnal. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. I might come back for a stream a little bit, but I just don't want to play this anymore tonight. Next time I have to uninstall something to make room, it'll probably be this. I'm gonna try to get further, but it's just not fun. The overall experience. The gameplay's okay. But the overall roguelike experience in this game is weak. So, tomorrow night should be me and Jeremy streaming, and it sounds like Aaronator and I are going to stream something on Monday night. So look forward to that. I might be back with a stream tonight. We will see. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow night.